I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
The United States remains a beacon of freedom and opportunity precisely because the American dream has been and must remain open to all.
The bulk of our economic success is the American dream. It's a dream shared in big cities and small towns across races, regions, and religions that if you work hard, you can support a family.
Do you think you could go 1 week without any electronic device?
No.
Do you think you could go 1 week without your phone or laptop?
No.
Nothing can be done.
The current generation of kids are literally saturated with media.
If you grow up in an electronic environment, then you may have a kind of an empathy deficit of some kind.
People really don't understand what TV is for. It's to sell you things. That's what it's for. You'll be lucky if you get some entertainment out of it.
Who's to blame here? Education.
The media.
The parents.
We do our best to affect the youth culture.
How do you think we could join more people together for a common cause?
Probably just by spreading information.
Do you think people would actually be interested in that information now?
Maybe if it was like a face-to-face thing.
Like conversation?
Yeah, rather than just putting it on Twitter or something.
So what are some methods that we can use aside from just posting a status and hoping that people see it that we can use?
I mean, I don't know right now, but...
If you young folks will take advice from anyone. After all, I don't know if you've seen it, this week's Time magazine called you lazy, entitled narcissists who are part of the me generation. So self-obsessed, tweeting your Vines, hashtagging your Spotifys, and Snapchatting your YOLOs. Your generation needs everything to be about you, and that's very upsetting to us baby boomers because self-absorption is kind of our thing.
About the world historic role that the great generation had. Then there's the 60s generation, which had a purpose. And yet the current generation is caught up in a crisis like no other. They're told that they're a me generation with no purpose, no world, historical world.
How many social gatherings or protests have you actually been to that were for a common cause?
2.
2? What were they?
I don't remember.
Okay.
How many stand-in protests have you or your friends been actively involved in?
0.
How many stand-in protests have you or your friends been actively involved in?
I have not been involved in a single one.
And how many protests or gatherings or fundraisers have you been involved in about any issue that you feel?
I actually don't do too much protesting.
How many social gatherings or protests have you been to support an issue that's important to you?
None.
The American dream was that whatever your origins, that if you worked very hard and if you were a little bit lucky, that things would be fine for you and better for your children. It was palpably available to people, and now it's just not.
Do you think hard work or luck would be more important to achieving the American dream?
In life, I found that the harder you work, the luckier you get, so
I think hard work is definitely more important in it, but luck does play a part in achieving something.
It was about hope, like that you could build towards the future. You'd save a little bit each year, and by the end, you have enough for retirement. You could raise a family, you could put your kids to school, you take a vacation, take care of your elderly parents if you. And the last couple of years, it seems to be like up in smoke or up in credit default swaps.
Well, I think it's being able to have the opportunity to, meet your dreams, achieve whatever success or however far you want to go in life.
But achieving it is another thing.
Avoid the fact that part of the criticism is true. I mean, I think that a lot of our generation doesn't pay attention to the things that are going on. They're so self-absorbed. They're on social media constantly talking about themselves.
And do you think selfishness helps or hurts the dream in general?
There's a difference between being selfish and being driven and motivated. You have to be somewhat selfish to accomplish certain things, but once again, it does, to an extent, if someone is overly selfish, it plays a negative role. It does hurt things.
Okay. And do you think selfishness would help or hurt the American dream?
Selfishness definitely hurts the American dream, because if